Despite growth rates dropping to a 6-year low in the first quarter of the financial year 2019-2020, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has refused to acknowledge the slowdown that India might be facing. Addressing the media in Chennai, Nirmala chose to not give any direct answer on the economic crisis and stated that the government is meeting with experts from all sectors. The Finance Minister's denial comes even as 6 sectors, including auto, textile and FMCGs, are suffering massive losses.
Bank employees, they have done a strike. They claim that this only will lead to monopoly, and they have given Indian Bank as an example, stating that it has 200 years of tradition of knowing the customers from Chennai, and it's being closed and they are worried about it.
It's been closed?
According to them, like
really?
the merger, they are considering it as a closure.
Excuse me.
I understand,
Excuse
but
me.
that is it.
I want you to be, I want you to be sure.
I understand, ma'am.
Because I want to correct that perception.
They are considering it.
No bank is being closed.
I totally understand, ma'am. Sentimentally, they are considering it that way.
No. Considering is a different issue, sir. You are in the media. You are the 4th pillar of the democracy. I want it to be a far more clear-headed meeting.
Thank you, ma'am. So the merger, they are considering it is like not going to help the customers and localization of the customers. And the second one is that one of your party leaders, Subramanian Swamy, he's tweeted saying that get ready to say goodbye to $5 trillion of economic policies forthcoming. And the third one is that if you could explain it to the layman, because there's a confusion about economic slowdown and various fear that is coming up. Can you give us an explanation as to if this is an economic slowdown or something else so that the layman can get away with this fear?
Layman is who?
The common person, ma'am. We could not...
Okay, thanks. Your first question, no, there's no closure of any bank. Yeah? There's no closure of any bank. And no bank is being asked to do something different from what they were doing earlier. So, for instance, the example that you quoted, I'm not taking that example, you quoted it, I'd like to respond to that. That particular bank is not being asked to do anything different. In fact, we are giving them more capital to do what they've been doing all the while and even more. So, if there is this narrative outside that, oh my God, they were concentrating and doing in a particular area, they're now not being asked to do anything different, sir. They're being given more capital, and they shall continue to do what they have been doing earlier with a greater vigor.
Will the headquarters be in Chennai or will it be moved, ma'am?
Sorry?
The headquarters, will it be in Chennai or will it be moved?
That's the anchor bank. Why will it be moved? And even if, one minute, what is this? I just want to be sure that the narrative is heard fully. When you give capital to a particular branch or a bank, it is given for them to function more with what they are expected to do in their core business. And their core business is to attract savings and to lend. So the bank, when it is being given there, that's what they will be doing. One. Second, another bank from this very region, the Indian Overseas Bank, continues without even any amalgamation added to it. So is that also something which we should keep in mind? Because if they have been here, they're doing the business, and that's what they have, been doing all the while. They knew the customers. We want them to even do better for the customers who they know better.
The question on top of mind for many in the country is that whether we are in the midst of a slowdown, whether or not the government recognizes this as a slowdown or not, whether what we can expect from the quarters to come.
So you're saying whether or not the government recognizes, what question are you asking me then?
Whether this is a slowdown, are we recognizing
But
this?
you yourself are saying whether or not government recognizes or not recognizes. So are you asking me a question, or are you commenting on it?
I'm not commenting on it. I'm asking...
But you did say that, didn't you?
I did not.
You just said something to that effect. Or did I hear you wrong?
No,
Sorry
I did not.
That.
I did not.
So what's your question?
My question is whether the government recognizes the current economic status as a slowdown.
The government has been in consultation with a lot of sectors which wanted to come and speak to us about the various measures that they expect, because in some sectors the inventory is piling up and so on, and different issues for different sectors. And having heard them and having spent some time to see how best we can respond, the first tranche of announcements were made on 23rd. Last Friday, I've made one other set of announcements. So I've also said I'll come back again as and when the process of consultation are over and we've worked on how we can respond. So I will be coming back to respond to sectors which have spoken to us and which want some relief from us.
Joining me on the phone line is Rajiv Dubey, editor Business Today. Rajiv, my question to you is that you've just heard Nirmala Sitharaman. She was in fact asked the question on economic slowdown, direct 3 questions on economic slowdown 3 times over. Her response was the same in 2 of the answers. What indicators will be enough for the government to come forth and at least acknowledge that it is on the threshold, that India is on the threshold of an economic slowdown? Are the indicators not strong enough as of now?
No, there are more than enough indicators, and various government institutions, whether it is the finance ministry, whether it is the chief economic advisor, the economic survey, the budget, the RBI. I mean, there is no question that we are in slowdown. It is very interesting that for the past few days, the narrative that we've been hearing from some of the BJP spokespeople, especially Narendra Taneja was on the show one of these days, and he was saying that this is not a slowdown, but things are slowing down. I don't know what is this narrative, because unless we admit, and there has been enough admission by the government and institutions within the government. So why this denial? This is something that is inexplicable. You can't believe your eyes when people like Narendra Taneja on a BJP spokesperson comes on television and says this is not a slowdown, but things are slowing down. I mean, I don't know what that means, because then if you don't even admit there is a slowdown, when every other institution, every economist in the country and around the world have admitted there is a slowdown, what is the narrative that the government is trying to build?
All right, Rajiv, thanks for joining me on the phone line. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has also attacked the Modi government over the economic slowdown. Manmohan Singh has said that the economy has still not recovered from man-made blunders of demonetization and a hastily implemented GST. He added that an all-round mismanagement by the Modi government has resulted in the slowdown. The statement by Manmohan Singh came a day after the GST numbers, the GDP numbers were released and were at a low of 6 years. He urged the government to put aside vendetta politics and reach out to all sane voices and thinking minds to steer the economy out of a man-made crisis.
The state of the economy today is deeply worrying. We are in the midst of a prolonged slowdown. India has the potential to grow at a much faster rate, but all-round mismanagement by the Modi government has resulted in this slowdown. The economy has not yet recovered from the man-made blunders of demonetization and a hastily implemented GST.
Or has Dr. Manmohan Singh saying instead of taking political vendetta, they should consult sane voices? Has he said that?
Yes, he has.
Has he said that? Political vendetta and consultation with the sane voices?
Yes.
I see. All right.
His statement.
I'm meeting with industries and taking their inputs and industries' suggestions on what they would want and what they expect from the government of India. I'm responding to them. I've already done twice. I will do more number of times so that every industry which has approached me, I will respond.
More political reactions on Dr. Manmohan Singh's statement.
I said it's not only an economic slowdown, but we have almost entered a stage of recession. Now, the fall in demand, the lack of purchasing power in the hands of the people, is not something confined only to the poor now. More than 3.5 lakh people have lost their jobs in the auto sector alone. That is a very, very deep crisis, which means some lakhs and lakhs of people have already lost their jobs. Many more are likely to lose. This has affected all sectors of the Indian economy.
Economy is in good shape, can be measured by the welfare of the people
welfare of the common people, the placement of the marginalized people in the scheme of the government of India. And I find that people are feeling that they are being taken care by the state. And that's why I think this slowdown, as far as the statistics is concerned, will again gets its normal form, and this is not to be worried as Manmohan Singh thinks.
मोदी जी जो कर रहे हैं सारा देश और सारी दुनिया जानती है, देश हर मोर्चे पे आगे बढ़ रहा है और जो कदम उठाए गए वैश्विक मंदी है, उस मंदी से निपटने के लिए सारा देश उन कदमों को जानता है। वित्त मंत्री जी ने घोषणाएं की है और तेजी से उस दिशा में काम हो रहा है।
मनमोहन सिंह जी ब्लेम तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन पूरी जिम्मेदारी थी यूपीए की। जब यूपीए 1 आया और यूपीए 2 आया, यूपीए 2 में तो पिछले 5 साल में जो पिछले 60 साल में जितना लोन दिया गया बैंक के जरिए, उससे ज़्यादा खजाना लूटा दिया गया। लोग पैसा लेकर भाग गए, सारा अकाउंट एमपीए हो गया। देश की इकोनॉमी को इतना बड़ा कुठारा घात लगा यूपीए की सरकार में। हमारी सरकार तो चीज़ों को ट्रैक पर लाने के लिए काम कर रही।
Ashutosh Mishra now joining me live from the national capital. Ashutosh, you've spoken to most of these leaders yourselves, and the BJP, of course, coming out in complete defense of a no economic slowdown being the mantra that they all are harping on. But very wisely, what the Congress has done has made the former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, the face of this frontal attack against the BJP.
Well, Vedika, ever since the debate on this economy has started, we are seeing two perspectives of that. One is political war of words between the government and the opposition, and other side, data. The war of words that you're hearing from various political parties, from the opposition and government, that could be certainly as much as it's only talk about claims. But data doesn't lie. In school, the basic parameter we hear about the slowdown is when the growth indicators are going decline way, that's actually called the slowdown. The government believes A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, and hence A is not equal to C. The government says that no, parameters are right, the various measures are being taken, but still you see the job loss, you see the growth indicators in a decline way, you are seeing the FMCG sector, automobile sector, manufacturing, everything going to a decline way. In that case, that's exactly called a slowdown, but government doesn't even recognize. The finance minister saying no, they even refuses to acknowledge the status of slowdown. At the same time, the former Prime Minister, economist and former finance minister says that actually this is a vendetta, you locking down experts like P. Chidambaram and several others. So crying one side the political vendetta, but at the same time another measure, blaming demonetization and hasty implementation of GST. Remember, ever since the demonetization, we are witnessing the slowdown in several sectors. Ever since the demonetization, various experts believe that the parameters of growth could not take off right after the demonetization was implemented, followed by the hasty GST. And here what Dr. Manmohan Singh suggests, that government should take all the stakeholders, even if they are from the opposition parties, not belonging to the BJP ideology, but if they have even a bit of sense, government should talk to them and sit together to resolve this crisis.
Ashutosh, thanks for joining me live. We have some breaking news coming in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.